Let's try this again. I had to fix all my notifications so my notifications not popping up while I'm on this live. All right, so um let me know if you guys could see me and hear me. Peter, are you back on? Let me let me adjust a few things here. Okay. Let me see a few things here. Okay, I can make that as big or as small as I want. All right, so um you know what? YouTube is not sending out the Okay. Uh I think I know what's going on here. Yeah, all notifications. You know what? YouTube is not sending out the notifications to you guys that I'm live. For some reason, they're not sending out the notifications all the time that I'm live cuz I'm on my other channel trying to see if I'm live, if it's showing up that I'm live on this channel and it's not giving me the notification. It's crazy. Anyhow, let's get down to business here. Let me share. I got to share this hang on, let me share this real quick. Uh I don't even know how to share this cuz I'm trying to go okay. I'm going to have to go the long way. Hang on one second. Uh okay, testing 1 2 3. All right. Okay, so basically um this is one of the websites that I deal with. My buddy over there, Jacob, over there at Cheap Easy Land. This is just one of the many um websites that I deal with, guys. Just one of them. One of the many websites that I deal with. So anyhow, as I say, your source for below market deals, easy monthly payments, no credit check. Um, use your land immediately. Okay, use your land immediately. Um, get notified for new land deals. Okay, so all of that stuff, you could go in here, choose your location, where you want your land. Okay, this is a lot of places that Jacob buying your land size. Okay, you could choose your land size. All right. You could choose your land size. You could choose your price, your budget. Hang on. You can choose the status. You could look at past sales, what's sold, what's on the contract, all that good stuff, right? Anyhow, I have land over here already. This is a very, very nice area over here. Okay. This is a commercial property. Um, commercial potential. Okay, then there's another one here, 0.83 acres. Okay. And as you can see, it's not that much left because land is constantly selling out. Okay. That's Tristan and his wife. Yeah. So anyhow, what I do, guys, is I've been buying property like this since 2017. Okay, I've been buying properties like this since 2017, and I've purchased 24 properties altogether. Okay. Most of the properties I have, my monthly note is like around $50 a month. Okay. I have about 15 properties like that. So this is one of the reasons why I have so many properties. And another thing is, like I say, I have business partners that I buy most of my properties with. A good thing about that is, say you can't make a payment. Okay, you call up your business partner, hey guys, I'm not gonna be able to make my payment this month. Can you guys, or can you make the payment and I catch up next month? And I've done that with my business partners. They can't make a payment, I make the payment for them, and then whenever they could catch up, they catch up. Okay, I had one business partner, he was going through a little situation, and hey, I made the payments. I made all the payments. And then when he got out of the situation, he caught up. All right. So it's group economics. We got to help each other, guys. You know, now if things get ridiculous and your business partner can't pay or won't pay, there's ways to get them off the contract, but that's another video and another day. All right. So one of the things I do practice is group economics. Okay, let's go over here where it says see all properties. Okay. So let's see. All right. So Jacob got about four four properties in Florida here. And he's got a couple out here in Arizona. Okay, kind of close to you. All right. Now, um, hang on 1 second, guys. So anyhow, um, so let's go to each of these properties, right? Say you in Arizona. Let me see. Will it click? All right, it's not gonna click that way. All right, so let's go back. All right, so let's say this property, for example, you wanted to purchase this one. And by the way, a property like this right here, what's on the screen right here, about 4 or 5 years ago, not even 4 or 5 years, about 3 years ago, 2020 and prior, you could have purchased this property for about $100 a month, $100, $200 down. Okay, I know because I brought two of them. Okay, I bought two of them. Now the same property is $314 a month, $1,023 down. All right. Um, this is the property here, and it looks just like this, guys. I've been out here. I got a couple properties out here like this. It is beautiful. It is beautiful out here. I promise you, nice dirt roads. It's in the middle of Florida. Peter said, "You ever buy from Bid?" No, I haven't purchased any from there yet, but I do want to purchase from estate sales and stuff like that. They have an auction out here um that I'm working with some guys with, and at the auction you could actually finance the property as long as you have like 40%. You could finance the rest. And it is based on your credit a little bit, but mostly they look at your past payment histories and stuff like that. Um, hang on here. I'm using this new thing here, so I'm trying to figure out how to navigate. All right. Anyhow, yeah, so this is one of the properties, one of the websites I've been using for a few years now. Like I said, I know the guys over there, Jacob and Tristan. This same property, see it says 18,999. I have two of these properties. One I purchased for 9,999 and the other one 13,999. As you can see, the price has now gone up to 18,999. Okay, 18,999. And the prices are only gonna get higher, guys. They're only gonna get higher. All right, now on the website, it does give you a significant amount of information, but it does not tell you everything about the property. All right, that's where I come in and I show you how to go to the different county assessor websites and call the county and find out additional information that you need to find out. This process is called doing your due diligence, okay? But we do read in here what we need to read. Reading is fundamental, guys. We have to read everything. Okay, so this property is 28.5 miles to Gainesville, 8.4 miles to Cedar Lake Woods Gardens, 100 miles from Jacksonville or to Jacksonville. Are you ready to escape? Blah blah blah. Local. Okay, that's stuff you can read on your own. Let's get down to the nitty gritty right here. Pricing 18,600. Discount price for cash. If you're not paying cash, um, let me see what it says here. List price 20,460 down, payment as low as 1023 at 11.9 interest. So the 20,460 is basically what you would be paying um with the with the down payment or with the interest. I gotta figure out why he got that deal like that. But it's something like that. Um Technically these companies are not banks, although they are. We're all banks. Each of us are a bank. That's why your name is in all cap. Each of us are financial institutions. But anyhow, um technically everyone is not, this company is not a bank, okay? With that being said, you can't really charge interest. So what a lot of these companies do is they just charge you a fee. Um, they just charge you a fee, and in the fee is where they have um hang on here. In the fee is where they have in the fee is where they have their interest, right? So you got 11.9 interest here. So um they basically just add that on and then chop it up into 96 payments and boom, that's what you have to pay. Or if you want to pay in 48 payments, 48 months, or if you want to pay in 12 months. So they have different ways of doing this. All right. All this information is on the website. Okay. Neighbor's address. That's the neighbor's address. Because when you buy these properties, you don't get an address. A lot of times it doesn't come with an address. You have to call the county and request an address, and you can request your own personal address. Um, they give you a list of numbers to choose from, and you can pick which number you want. Okay. Um, it's in Levi County. That's the parcel number. That number is important. You have to have that parcel number to tell them that parcel number whenever you're calling the county or the city about the property. You have to have that parcel number. Okay. The lot size 0.83. Legal description. Okay, legal description is the actual legal description. Okay, the purpose of an address is really for mailing. Like you say your address is 123 Main Street, that is to send and receive mail. That is not a legal description. Okay? When you're in the courts, when you're talking about technical stuff as far as a property, you're gonna be dealing with the legal description. The legal description is what's on the deed. The address is not what's on the deed, because technically you can change your address. Addresses can be changed. They could rename roads. All that type of stuff can happen. You've ever lived somewhere and they renamed the road? Okay, so this is why legal description takes precedence over address. Okay, address is mainly to send and receive mail. Okay, so that's why when you see legal description, you may be like, what is that legal description? I just need my address. No, your address really is just to send and receive mail. All right, this property HOA. Okay, so basically it's showing if yes, put name, if no, put nope. Okay, so they didn't put that the eight if it has a HOA there, they didn't put that in there. Okay, so that's something we need to call about and find out if there's a HOA. Zoning, they didn't put that in here. Please call county for exact zoning classifications. Okay, so we need to call zoning and find out about that. Mobile homes allowed, yes, but we need to still call the county and make sure, and we need to get it in writing. We need to call it, when we call a county, we need to have the county email that to us. Okay. A lot of this stuff you guys don't know. You have to have all this stuff in writing. You don't want to put a mobile home out there and then they tell you, oh no, you can't put this out there. No, you need paper, concrete proof. You guys told me I could put a mobile home out here. All right. Built to suit, yes, campers, RVs. They say contact the county. The seller saying contact the county to find out information. Flood zone, no. Even though it says no, we're going to go on a flood zone website and find out if the property's still in the flood zone. Okay? These are all things you guys need to know when buying land. All right? Taxes on property, $106 a month. I mean a year, $106 a year, 15 cents. Your closing costs, $399. GPS coordinates, that's another thing. That's different. Your GPS coordinates is different from your address and is different from your legal description. Your GPS coordinates is what you would basically use in a GPS to get to the property. If you don't have the address, or um the system is down, if you know how to use GPS coordinates, you can find the property. Okay? It's 29 degrees, whatever, minus 82 degrees. That's the GPS coordinates of the property, and here's the rest of it. All right. Now, if you wanted to actually go to the property, you would press this button here, and it would take you to the GPS coordinates, and you can actually see the property on the map. Okay. You would see the property on the map. And let's see here. Oh, let's go down to the property. Let's see the property on the map. All right, let's go down here to Florida. Oh boy, trying to turn this thing.
In 407 miles, there's a road closure. Check conditions before you go.
All right, thank you. So as we can see, this property is right over here. It's just northwest of Augusta, Georgia. I mean, Augustine, Florida. It's north of Orlando, north of Tampa. It's in a great spot, guys. It's in a great spot. I have a couple properties over there. I have 2.5 acres over there. It's in a great spot.
GPS signal lost.
All right. Let me turn off this GPS. Now, from where I'm at, it's about 8 hours, 6 minutes to get there. Let me turn this thing off here. And as you can see, this is also the property here. You can see this view here of the property. And it really does look like this, guys. I've been down there. It is beautiful. It is beautiful. All right. And then this is like a road, private roads you could go down and stuff like that. Trying to figure out how to use this thing. Anyhow, you guys get the idea. I'm just showing you guys an example of how I've been buying my properties. Okay, this is how I've been buying my properties. And again, I deal with a lot of sellers all over the country, okay, and they finance you these properties rent to own. Now, let me explain what rent to own means versus owner financing. When you purchase a property, owner financing, you are going on the deed. You will go on the deed. There's benefits, there's pros and cons to going on the deed. There's pros and cons to doing straight up rent to own. Okay, let's do owner financing first. So basically, with owner financing, you have to put down significantly more money, usually 20% to 50%. Why? They're going to put you on the deed. And once you're on a deed, it's hell trying to get you off the deed. Why? They have to foreclose on you. Okay? They have to foreclose on you. Let me see if I could how do I get my how do I get my screen here bigger? Okay, this is pretty cool. So if I was butt naked in bed and didn't want you guys to look at me, I could just cover that. YouTube got some good stuff going on here. All right, I'm trying to figure something out here. Anyhow, I'll just leave it like that. So yeah, the seller would have to foreclose on you, and it would go on your credit that you was foreclosed on. Okay, and you have to put down, like I said, a large down payment, 20% to 50%. Okay, so this is one of the reasons why rent to own is actually a good thing. Now let me explain rent to own. Rent to own, you are not going on a deed. Okay, your down payment is significantly less. Your down payment is like $0 to two, three, four, $500 down, $1,000 down, as you could see in this example that I've been showing you here. And you have some properties that are larger properties and require more of a down payment. But basically, with rent to own, your down payment is very low, very, very low. It's basically your monthly payment times two or three, at most, right? So with rent to own, you're not going on the deed, but you do get a promissory note. You do not get a lease. You do not get a lease contract. You get a promissory note. So a promissory note is that you are purchasing the property. Okay? You are purchasing the property. That's why you get a promissory note. All right? So it's pretty much exactly like owner financing, which in both cases you are participating in owner financing, but one is specifically called owner financing and the other one is specifically called rent to own financing. Okay, so with the rent to own financing, like I was saying, you do not go on the deed, and anything you do to the property, you must ask the seller. You must ask the seller, can you do this to the property? Can you do that to the property? Why? Because technically you're still renting even though you're buying. Okay. Um, Also with rent to own, say you change your mind about the property. You go on their website, you go on this website and you want to change a property. You could say, hey Jacob, I changed my mind about this property. I found out some things I don't like, or I'm moving over here to this other area. My boo thing want us to move. Um, do you have any properties in Ohio, New Mexico, wherever, or somewhere else? So he would say, go on the website, see which property you want, okay, and they will give you a full credit for all the money you have put into the property already. So say you've been paying on a property for a year. Usually it's up to a year, but some companies, it doesn't matter how long you've been paying on a property, they'll still give you full credit. So if say you've been paying on property for a year and you've already invested like $3,000, they would transfer that $3,000 over to the new property that you want to purchase. Okay, now people may say, well, why would anybody do that? Because it benefits them. It benefits you too, because you get to exchange properties without going through a whole bunch of selling and foreclosure process and all this type of stuff. But the way it benefits them, guys, is that you got to think about this. If you purchase a property today for 10,000, chances are these days in 1 year it's going to be worth about 12.5 to 15,000. Okay? So them selling you a property a year from now, you're actually paying more. You're not going to pay what the price was a year ago because you started buying properties from them a year ago. You're going to pay the current price. Okay? And you're relinquishing the property that you want to get out of. So now the company has the opportunity to sell a property you're getting out of at a higher price at the current market value. Because remember, you done locked the price in at today's price, which is 10,000. Okay. And you want to get out the property, and you getting out the property, you're actually leaving equity on the table. You're leaving equity on the table because now the property is worth 12,500, but you want to move. Well, that's your prerogative. You're leaving that equity on the table. Now the company can sell a property to me or anybody else for 12,500, but you had it locked in with a promissory note for 10,000. But me or somebody else got to pay 12,500. Why? Property, land value going up every day, every day, every day. Every day land value going up, guys. Every day. I've been showing you guys this for a year. I know a lot of you guys, not a year, but like 10 years. And I've been going hard at this past 5 years. All right. Um, Personally, the properties I've purchased in the past few years have doubled and tripled in value. Okay, I've gained about $180,000 in equity. Okay, from these properties that I've purchased. Right. So let me see. Let me see if I could figure out how to get my screen back to where it need to be here. Trying to get back to a full screen. I gotta get used to this app. Y'all hit the like button, man. Y'all hit the like button. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Okay. I'm trying to, my God, trying to figure out this app. Okay. Trying to get my face back to normal size. Do I go on the settings? No. All right. Anyhow, I was actually trying to show you guys that I'm in the camper. I'm in the trailer. I done fixed it up. I got I put a nice bed here. I moved the bed to go this way, and I put some chairs here. And I got another chair here, so you guys ever come visit me, we can hang out right here and talk and stuff, chop it up. Um, oh god, let me show you guys. The bathroom is here, the toilet and stuff right here. I got a nice shower area over here. Nice shower area over here. And I put this curtain here. I got this curtain here behind me to separate the bathroom area from the living room slash bedroom area. So yeah, this is the dragon's lair. All right. But I call this place here my container home beach house because my intention is to take it out on the land. I mean take it out on the beach this summer and be on the beach with it. Yeah, it's also called a lease option. Rent to own is also called lease option. Thank you for reminding me of that, Peter. Now think about that 30-year mortgage. Exactly. Why the hell would you want to be trapped somewhere for 30 years? 30 years. Man, ain't no way in hell I'm paying no dang mortgage for 30 years. Ain't no way in hell I'm paying no mortgage for 30 years. I'm not doing it. Okay. I'll be finished paying off these properties in another few years and we'll be done with it. Okay. And I'll be buying more properties in the process. But these first 24 properties, we literally got about 3 years and all of them be paid off. And be honest with you, I'm trying to pay everything off within another year. But you know, me and my business partners have to all be on one accord. All right. Um, Yeah, but anyhow, guys, that's the gist of it. You guys have any more questions or anything like that? You could ask. You could ask away. Okay, so I'm shooting you guys some gems. All right, let me see if I could do this for you guys. Let me see if I can go to. This is another one of my proper not my properties, another one of my what did it say? Most embarrassing dad ever. Oh Lord. They got Floyd Mayweather Sr. as the most embarrassing dad ever. Okay. So let's see here. I want to take you guys to my that's my birthday, 11/28. Let me see what numbers play tonight in North Carolina. Y'all know I be playing the lottery, right? Let me see what numbers came in. If the numbers came in. Okay, the number's not in yet. Oh, I had that number there straight. 4228. I had that sucker straight, but I didn't play it last night. God, I was so pissed off. Anyhow, let's see here. What I said I was gonna look up? Oh, yeah. So now after you guys purchase your property, I show you how to use this different websites like this one, HipCamp. All right, you go to HipCamp. All right, you go to HipCamp. All right. These are some of the people that have stayed on my property. They've rented from me. Okay. And stuff like that. Um, it's not gonna show my property here. It might show, yeah. I guess it's gonna show. So when you go in here, you can make whatever adjustments you want. You can put your price, how much you want to rent your property for. Like if I want, I can edit it. Go right here. Matter of fact, I am gonna change the price because we in season now. Do $25. Let me see something. Go. Let me do $22. So I rent my cabins out anywhere from like $22 as you can see. I just changed the price. Why is it not changing? Uh, I don't know, maybe the change itself. I got here 10 sites available, 8 guests per site. I got my rules, boondocking, tell them it's a boondocking situation. They could pay by the week, $88 a week, $333 a month. Um, all this type of stuff, right? So this is one of the ways you can make money on your land with your property. It's completely headache free, guys. Trust me. Renting these cabins versus renting a house is a big difference, huge difference. I have houses that I'm renting, and because I know how to do it, I really don't have that much of a headache. But normally, if you're like one of my buddies, he just rid of one of his tenants. Well, he didn't get rid of him, but the tenant moved out, and the tenant destroyed the house. The tenant destroyed the house. I feel so bad for him, and he can't even get into his own house because the tenant deadbolted the house. And because the tenant left the property abandoned, he technically still has to um evict the tenant. So he still has to go through the court process just in case the tenant comes back, right? Okay, here's an Airbnb. So it's just a mess. It's just a mess, man, with renting houses. That's why I'm switching over to Airbnb and renting tiny houses. If you go on YouTube, you'll see a lot of benefits to renting tiny houses. Um, so anyhow, this is the situation. And Peter said, what Peter said? Peter said, buy $100,000 chunk of land on a 30-year, sell it for 10 years when it's worth more than 200,000 and pay the bank the 70,000 left on the mortgage. You profit the 100K and your down payment, walk away 125,000. You could do that too. It's up to you guys. It's up to you. You could do that too. I just don't. I'm not paying on nothing for 30 years. I'm not paying on nothing for 30 years. And you can actually get more money out of that same piece of land if you build a house on it and survey that piece out and sell it. But to each his own. Whatever niche you want to do in this space, in the real estate space, whatever you're comfortable with, it's up to you. That's not a bad strategy. That's a great strategy. Because it's land, you don't have to improve it or do anything to it. You're just flipping the land. You know what I'm saying? You could do that. That's a great strategy. It's nothing wrong with that. But if it's gonna take 10 years for me to make 125,000, you know, um, or whatever, um, to me that's just too long to make 125,000. But to each his own. Some people they not rush to make a lot of money. But with my system, with what I'm doing, I can make 1 million, 2 million in a year off of one piece of land. Off of one piece of land. Okay. Basically by building homes on there, surveying out the land with the home, profiting about $100,000 per home. And if I could put 12 homes on a property, that's 1.2 million on one piece of land. And I could do that literally in a year, 2 years versus waiting 10 years for 125,000. Anyhow, I got different things going on here. I rent to van life people and stuff like that. So that's the pictures there and everything I got going on there with the van life. And then if you just want to set up a tent, I got the pictures there and the situation there for people that want to set up a tent, which is pretty much the same pictures and everything like that. You just choose if you want to park your rig and hang out in there or in a tent. And then I have my cabins. Okay, I have my cabins in which people can rent the cabin. And when you rent the cabin, you basically, this is one of my cabins here. You're getting this setup right here. Okay. Um, so basically the property paying for itself, the cabin is paying for itself. And these cabins specifically, I paid 300 down, 300 a month on these cabins. And you can just go to your area and I'll show you once you purchase the property how to go to your area and go to these cabin shed companies and get your cabin built. Okay. Durabill, Dura, I think it's Dura built. Dura built. Um, let's see, Dura built rent to own cabins. All right. Hang on 1 second, guys. What came out? No, I ain't see it. What came out? What? Oh man. Yeah. 392. Wow. That's 1932. What was the pick for? Wow, 0436. Wow. Wow. 932. I don't know where they get 932 from. God, that's crazy. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, you right. You was right. Yeah. Right, right. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know. A lot of power. Anyhow, I was on the phone. I was on the phone here. I'll see you tomorrow. Did that guy say anything about what did that guy say about doing that brickwork for me tomorrow? Okay. All right. Stay on top of it for me. And okay, it's good money now. I'm a pay good money now, so you know, just let me know. I wish you could have did it with me, but eh, if you hear one of them guys could do it with me, then let me know. All right, Wiley. All right. All right. As you guys can see, these cabins are beautiful, and you could get them in any color you want. Any color you want. Any color you want. This one they got on a nice slab. They set it on a nice slab there. I wouldn't have put mines on a slab. I would put mines on blocks. Um so the water could drain out and dry out better. But to each his own. You could put as many windows as you want on them. They have the lofts inside. And let's go to YouTube so you guys could see how people have been building them out. Okay. Oh wow. Is that Dragon Manifest live? That's a cool guy. That's my girl right there. She's in Jamaica. This is a very cool channel. Farmer Girl Jess. That's a very cool channel. Anyhow, let me not look at naked women here. Let's go to uh Barn I don't even know how to spell it. Barn Dominiums. They're called barn dominiums. All right. So basically, people
Barndominium.
take these barns or cabins and turn them into homes. Right. This is a nice one right here. This one right here. But I'm gonna actually
Do
show
you
you
want to
one.
learn the trading strategy I have been perfecting for 20 years? Hello, I'm Tom Leung. I have been teaching beginners.
I'm gonna show you one of a young lady.
How's it going, everybody? This is Mike, Mr. Tiny.
Oh, Mr. Tunny.
Hell, you have an abundance of space here on this 6-foot screen.
let me show you guys this one. I think it's called conversions is what's gonna pop up. Shed, not chef. All right, so these are, look at this, guys. Look at this. These are the same thing I just showed you that people converted them
On it, and it's
into
all
homes.
overgrown. Let's clean this crap up.
Okay.
For the longest time, so my shower head is up. I shit you not, you can buy a tiny livable home for $10,000 on Amazon, and I'm pretty obsessed with it. Now, truth be told, I'm using $10,000 because it sounds better. Hey everybody, this is a video covering the summer of 2022 Tough Shed project that I did in my backyard. First thing we did was decide how big this thing was going to be. We decided on 20 foot by 10. That's a 200 square foot building. That's the maximum you can get away with without having permits, which is a huge pain in the ass if you're in Beaverton or Washington County. So I marked it all out. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for clicking on the video. What about this right here? Now, I know this is a little bit out of the ordinary of the types of homes that I've toured, but I've done a few of these in the past, and y'all really enjoyed them. So I actually have a friend here close to where I live. He is getting these built and setting them up. Let me give you just a quick shot. Obviously, a lot of stuff still being done, but he's got a few more that they're putting out here, and he's going to be actually renting these out. But this is actually built by the Amish, which I thought was super cool. I was like, man, I feel like there's a lot of people that would like to see this. Maybe you're wanting to do something like this, or I just thought that maybe you would like to get some ideas. Maybe you're looking to build something. I'll try to provide as much information as I can. If you have a question, drop a comment, and I'll try to help you. But yeah, we got the metal side. The inside is what's really nice. I mean, we've got so much different types of wood. We've got pine, tongue and groove. We've got cedar. A lot of cool stuff. Box size pretty much right here with the porch. So the actual square footage heated and cooled is going to be 36, right? Yeah, that's right. 36 by 60. And so that's what we're going to do is head up on this porch and we're going to make our way inside. And me personally, I like the porch. Y'all drop a comment, let me know what you think about the house. If you have any questions, like I said, we've got an outside electrical outlet there. But it depends on, kind of what you're wanting to build this for. But if you are building this for like a second home or just like a little getaway house or whatever the case may be, I think that porch would be very, very nice, especially if you're like sitting it on a lake or something. We're finna go ahead and head inside. Let me say, if you enjoy these types of tiny homes, check out our tiny house playlist. Don't forget to subscribe and notification bell, and drop me a like on the video if you will. Let's go. Yo, what's up? It's Kenny Glick. I finally got a... Listen, I'm the whistleblower of this industry. I don't like the market. So they actually just got this one ready to go. And so, yeah, like I said, they're going to be renting it out. And obviously, the renters will provide their furniture and everything. So that's why there's not any furniture, which I think is kind of cool because I just wanted to see everything kind of opened up, just the floor plan, not have a lot of furniture that's kind of cluttered and everything up personally. But yeah, you see when you walk in, got this nice area over here where you can set up a TV, couch, stuff like that. We've got really nice thermal paint windows in this house. Now, yeah, the Amish basically built this whole home. They had to provide some of the stuff like the windows and doors and just miscellaneous things throughout the house. But overall, the Amish pretty much built everything and then installed everything that they provided for them. We got stainless steel appliances. I'm really digging this cedar beam that we have right across here. It kind of gives a little more of an appeal to me personally when you walk in, and plus, it gets that whole like lodge type vibe. Now, next thing I want to do is show you our cabinets and our countertops. Justin, the guy that owns this property, was telling me about these countertops, and I was kind of curious. I couldn't really visualize what he was talking about. But yeah, so what they do is they take this treated lumber and they put this polyurethane over the top of it, and you've got this cedar trim here around it. I hope I'm saying everything correctly, but then we've got our cedar around our windows. We've got a very nice sink with a faucet here. But one thing that I really think about, and I think a lot of the reason behind all this, is what you see in this house. I mean, this home should really be stable and last for quite a long time. I don't know if any of you have rentals or anything like that, but and then he was telling me for sure, like once people move out or this or that, it seems like you always got to redo a lot of stuff. So he wanted to build something that was just really sturdy and stable, and wouldn't do as much maintenance on the home.
This thing is beautiful. So you guys could see the potential.
Got an area here. I'm maybe picturing like a little dining spot if you would like to do that. Another thing I thought about in this kitchen would be cool is if you had an island, maybe one of those islands that you could pull around, move around. Now, like I said, I know a lot of y'all are probably watching this.
So as you guys could see how beautiful this thing is, don't tell me you cannot rent this house out on Airbnb or even a regular rental. All right. And these things are like $500 down, $500 a month for one this size. $600-700 down, $600-700 a month. Where are you gonna buy a house for $500, $600, $700, $1,500 down? Where? Buying, not renting, buying. Okay. Obviously, you got to fix it up yourself, the insides. But I mean, that's no big deal.
Get ideas. Maybe you want to build like this or find somebody in your area that can build this. So I'm just trying to provide things that I think maybe could help you. We've got the Lazy Susan. Spotted that. Video is coming out on a Saturday night, which I'm sure really nice faucets. This looks like something I would typically see in a site. This huge room. Plus we've got the cedar beam there as well. So you could have a great sized bed in here. We've got another barn door here, just like we had coming into the bedroom. This was going into the bath.
So you want to know where to invest $1,000 right now? Well, forget about stocks, real estate, or cryptocurrency.
Hey, family. Welcome back to our lovely channel. So I got my daughter Anna here with me today. So what I wanted to do today was give you guys an update on our move out to the land in Arizona on the 10 acres. What are our plans and what stage we're in right now in the building process. So yeah. So anyways, you guys, I just want to start with really why I decided to start looking for land. Not specifically in Arizona. It was just like one day I just thought it just came to me, hey, look for some land. And when things like that happen for me, I believe that it's the Lord, speaking to me, because I had no real want or desire of anything like that, but it just came to me, buy some land, looking to get some land. And so that's what I did. So in the comments, I see a lot of people asking, what's the question? Sorry. Getting old, starting to forget stuff. But they asked, where did I find the land and how much we paid for the land? So I found the land on Facebook Marketplace, and the land was $26,000 for 10 acres. That's just amazing. going up, you guys. Like, because when I bought the first property that I showed in the last video where we did the shed to house,
I keep telling y'all, these prices keep going up and up and up. So the longer y'all wait, is the higher these prices are gonna go. People are doing these shed conversions and buying land because you can't afford a house. The price is ridiculous. Even with me being a millionaire, I'm gonna still live in barn dominiums. There's no fucking way in the world I'm paying $300,000 for a house and it's just me by myself and my babies. And even with my woman, I mean, I like to travel. I'm not gonna sit in one house. So I'd rather have 10, 20 houses all over the place, 10, 20 tiny houses all over the place than 2, 3 big ass houses that I could never even be in at one time or rarely. I have houses now that I haven't even been in for 2, 3 years. So how the hell I'm gonna have these big ass houses and I'm never even there? Okay, it's just either I'm gonna rent them out or they're gonna sit, and I'd rather rent them out and somebody take care of them. Have a property manager that take care of them than for them to just sit. So that's why I believe in these shed to house conversions because they're easy to maintain, they're small, and I don't have to necessarily rent it out. It could just sit until I get there and just have somebody go check on it every now and then, which is what I do with a couple of my cabins.
bought that for $2,500, and that was 2.5 or 2.2 acres.
Look how beautiful. Look how beautiful that is, guys. Look how beautiful that is. You wouldn't live there? Beautiful.
Yeah, prices really have went up, but all in all, that's a great deal for acres. So if you guys are looking to purchase land, I would say try Facebook Marketplace first, okay, for some very affordable land. And I would say that Arizona is one of the cheapest that I have found, and also New Mexico, and then you also have Colorado. Some really nice land out there, very cheap land, but in Colorado they have way more restrictions, so you want to be careful with that. And when I say restrictions, you're just very limited on what you could do on your land. But where I'm at, there's very few restrictions, but there are restrictions. But we, like I said, you guys, we are far out from everybody. So that helped us out a lot. So you want to make sure that for us, we wanted to make sure that we could camp on the land. There could be an RV on the land. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm in a rocking chair and I'm just rocking back and forth, so sorry. Be able to put an RV on the land, be able to build almost whatever kind of house that we wanted to out there. So that was a big plus for us. We didn't want any HOA fees, nothing like that. Very low taxes, and that's what we got. Thank the Lord. So right now, the process that we're at, right now the process that we are in, we have. It took me forever, you guys. Like literally months. This is why it took so long for me to make a video, because at first I really wanted a super small, like just shed to house, okay? And then so I think I had it at an 18 wide by like 30 long or 40 long, something like that. And then we had that going through on the engineer plans. Then I changed my mind, and then I changed my mind again. And I know that people got tired of me, but you know, I was just thinking, Mona, no, get exactly what you want so you don't regret it later, you know? And I don't even know how we were going to come up with the money. This is basically a faith move, you guys. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to order it. And when it's time to pay, the Lord's going to take care of it. I know that sounds crazy, but I truly do believe that. So basically, the permits are at the county now since the engineer plans have finally come back, since I made up my mind that we are going with a 30 foot by 60 foot. And then it's going to be really tall, 16-foot sidewalls on the cabin, and I will show that right here. It's gorgeous.
By the way, 30 foot by 60 foot is the side of a single wide trailer. So she basically purchased a single wide trailer, and she probably putting up about $1,000, $1,500 down, and paying about $500, $600, $700 a month for a few years, 2, 3, 4 years. Where they do that at? Great deal.
It's the Hardee's Star Deal combo. Get a Hardee's charbroiled duck cheeseburger, crispy 3-piece hand-breaded chicken.
So here in about a couple of weeks, we should have the permit, and once the permit comes back, they're going to tell us, hey, go and have your concrete poured. Once the concrete is poured, we make our appointment for them to come out and actually build. So y'all, this should be happening any day now, and I'm super, super excited about it. But right now we are at a place that has, and I just wanted to show you guys, here, grab your phone, Raj. I just wanted to show you guys what you could possibly do if you wanted to try to do something that we're doing. Buy you a piece of land, whether it's an acre, 2 acres, whatever. Like if you're planning on doing homesteading or something like that, you can even start with like 2 acres. Some people do it with less acres than that, but anyways, so I just wanted to walk you guys through a couple of these sheds that you can turn into houses and just inspire you guys a little bit doing this. All right, here we go. Okay, family. So this is the first shed or cabin we're going to walk you through, okay? And then in this inside, I believe they have like the dimensions and everything, but you guys, this is gorgeous. I could do something like this. Couldn't you, Raj?
Yeah, I like it. It was like $15,494.
How much was it last time we came?
I just looked inside. It's $50,494. That's excluding
$50,000 excluding tax for this, you guys.
It's local pickup delivery.
Okay, so right now we are in Columbus, Ohio. Should we consider this Lewis Center? Lewis Center, Columbus, Ohio. Almost the same thing, but let's go inside. Well, let's show you the front porch. Oh yeah, well, I'll show you my dog that we're going to be bringing to Arizona with us. Okay, you guys, look at this ranch. That is just gorgeous. Look at the porch. I'd say this would be good for a small little family. Like if you have children, maybe. Let me go inside. Oh, look at the high ceilings. Let me try to, can I zoom out? Look at that. Okay, last time they didn't have all these chairs and stuff stored in here. But I'm going to get all the way in the corner. You guys, you cannot beat this. Look at that. Just look. And with how high rent is right now, it's disgusting. Absolutely horrible. So save up your money. You guys, I don't care if you have to go live in your car for a while. I don't care if you have to go live back in with your parents, a friend.
That's what I did. For those of y'all was watching my videos, my old channel, I was living in my truck on and off for 4 years, saving my money. That's another video that I'm going to do again for you guys, how to save your money. If that's what you got to do, that's what you got to do.
Or something like that. If you're younger, move back in with your parents, save your money, okay? And then you can buy something like that, that you could call your own. And have it paid off. Yeah, have it paid off. Right. So So let's see. This is called the Fairview, and it is a 27 by 32. Okay, so you asked, our building is 30 feet. So ours is going to be 30 feet wide by 60. So ours will be almost as wide as this, just a little bit wider and much longer, double. Okay, so anyways, look at this, y'all. So this can be your cute living room over here. It's so spacious. This can be the living room. Okay, and then if it were me, what would I do? Okay, I would have the living room right here. You would have to put a bathroom. If it was me, I would build this out into like a bathroom area. Thanks. My daughter just helped me out with the camera. I would put walls up and make this like into a bathroom. There'd be a little hallway right here. I would have kitchen cabinets, like a long kitchen right here. Even have a bar coming out.
All right, guys, this is some of the stuff that I help you guys with as far as the building and the specifications. You see how this building has the double beams, these double beams right here. Okay, that's very important. Double beams by your window, and it has that silver stuff on the panels that's reflective. That's very important to have. Your roof needs to have every be 19 inches apart. Your joists on your roof need to be 19 inches apart. So these are stuff that I help you guys with. Okay, I'm telling you, for $250, my consultation is very cheap. I'm helping you with the land, helping you develop the land, helping you rent the land, helping you put a building or a house on the land. Okay, I'm working with you for a whole year. You're gonna stay in my mastermind group forever. Unbelievable, guys. Unbelievable. And I'm financing it to you. If you could pay $50 a week for 5 weeks or $25 a week for 10 weeks, nobody's going to do this for you guys. Nobody. I'm holding your hand.
Out this way, have your kitchen sink, refrigerator, all that over here. The possibilities are endless. And it even has an upstairs. Look at this. I mean, you can do so much things, you guys. And they're basically just sheds. My goodness. Something like this in California, you guys, would be how much? Millions. A couple millions. Even New York, Portland, Oregon. Like, this is gorgeous. And then make your bedroom up here. Ooh, it's hot. Look at that. Yes. Have some beautiful lights coming down. I would have, y'all know I'm a glam girl, so I would have beautiful chandelier coming down right here. This is absolutely stunning. And this is this is the bedroom area up here. Loft. Okay, let's go back downstairs. Has a window. Look at my new dog. Right now, you guys, I literally went to my granddaughter's birthday party, and her mom had this dog for $50. Look how cute. And I think her name's going to be Arizona.
I think it should be Zona.
What?
Zona.
Zona.
First I said Lola, Zona.
Yeah. So like if I had this, y'all, I would be so happy. I would be very thankful, like for something like this that I own straight out. I mean, if you did payments on something like this, so it says the base price is $40,030. The total options, $10,464. Okay, so I guess like maybe if you want the stairs and all that, that's when it comes up to $50,000. Yes, with the options and everything. So what do you think about all this, Aj?
I mean, honestly, so I think it's good in this time generation to get, your own land and everything.
Absolutely.
The government doesn't want you to have your own things. So it's good right now. Wow, everything is still, we're able to buy things for ourselves.
A little bit affordable.
Yeah. So hurry up and get your land, hurry up and get your own homes and sheds and stuff built and everything, because times are going to get, pretty bad, pretty rough.
Yeah, because the Bible even tells us that, right? Like in the book of Revelation, that, times are really, really going to get rough. They're going to get bad. So before any of this happens, I'm just saying, you guys prepare. Let's prepare for the worst.
And for some reason, I just been wanting to just not depend so heavily on the government, but to sort of keep, just naturistic skills, like survival skills.
Yeah.
Everything, like we need to start making we need to start making our own food, having our own garden, having our own water and everything. I don't know, I just feel like that's just something that God's calling us to do, obviously, because we're about to start doing it. But
right, and like I said before, like why did I even get that thought that came upon me, like, Mona, go get some land, just start looking at land. And then the shed to house thing, So I'm just blessed that, God speaks to us and he always gives his children warning, before anything. So yeah, I just want to put that in there.
so, I mean, we're a little not like scared, but we don't really know what to expect. At least me, because I've never been down there really.
And she's talking about moving without,
I've never been down there before, but honestly, I love the heat and everything. I would love to be in the middle of nowhere.
Right.
But we're not too far in the middle of nowhere. Like, we're still somewhat close, to the city, so that's good. But, I mean, it's just take a leap of faith. Just go ahead and do it.
Yeah, go for it, you guys.
I mean, you never know what's going to work out if you never even try it.
Right. And like with us, you guys, we're going to, like I said, we're going to do water haul. So it's going to be completely off grid. For right now, that's what our plans are. But it's going to be water hauling our water to the land. I mean, it's going to be some work. We're going to have solar panels. Okay. Who knows? Maybe even wind, but I never even.
Water hauling is basically, you have these companies now, they'll haul water out for you. You could buy like a 50-gallon, 500-gallon thing. They'll bring the water out for you. Or you can haul out, you could get a trailer with one of those like detailing trailers with the water tanks on it. And you could basically go into town or somewhere and have it filled up with water and bring it back to your property. And then she's going to mention solar right now for electricity.
Looked into having like the wind things out there. I don't even know what you call them, but who knows, you guys. But it's getting a little iffy in America, in the world, if y'all know what I'm talking about. And things are just seeming very unstable. Look at the American dollar. Like, seems like it's going to collapse soon. So I think it would be best if people just start looking into getting some cheap land, start off with an acre, do whatever you can, try to get out of debt, start paying off your debts so you don't owe a lot of money. That way you could start building some kind of wealth, okay? So that is just my little talk with y'all. I know y'all want to see some more buildings, so let's go do that. Yeah, so this is if, you had the money to do something like this. Where's the dog? Right here. So. Unless you're like, what about me? Y'all about to lock me up in here. Come on, Arizona. All right, so this is one of the bigger ones. So this was $50,000. But to some people, that's too much money. They don't want to spend that. So let's go on, walk down here. This is super cute. Look at the top of that. So let's just walk right in here real quick. I would love something like this. I could deck that out. For sure. Wouldn't that be a cute little tiny house, you guys? I mean, just look at that. Knock, knock. Come on in. Thank you. Oh, your house is beautiful and spacious. Do they have okay, so let's turn and see how much this building is going for. Look, you guys. Come on now. You can't beat that.
Don't even be afraid to start small, because you can always build on build into it in the future.
Yeah. Yeah, start small and then you build from there, like we're doing.
$69 US Special Forces device turns men into beasts. This Marine Corps officer is bringing military...
So it's 3456. excluding tax, blah, blah, blah. So $2,400 with the tax. I think that's what they're trying to say. But look at that, you guys. And on these things, I don't know if you can make payments, but I'm sure you can. Because on most of these sheds, you can do that. So look at that. You got your loft up here, your stairs, your front door. You got nice windows over here. Put your kitchen up over here, or even like a little bathroom under the stairs. And then come on out, you have your kitchen, sink and everything, your refrigerator, stove, your living room. Watch out, Arizona. Look at that. And then you have the tall ceilings. All right. And let's go. I'll probably show you about 2 more. I probably won't go inside of all of them, but there's this one. Again, we are in Lewis Center, Ohio, showing you these buildings.
And then
I would walk further, but I got
these
these high heels
companies.
on. These babies are barking. Oh, Audrey, this is a new one. They didn't have this last time. Here's a small. Look at that, you guys. And on these things, I don't know if you can make payments, but I'm sure you can. Because on most of these sheds, you can do that. So look at that. You got your loft up here, your stairs, your front. You got nice windows over here. Put your kitchen up over here, or even like a little bathroom under the stairs. And then come. I'll probably show you about sink and everything, your refrigerator, stove, your living room.
Okay, guys, you gotta be creative. Also, these patio stuff, patio furniture, swing set, all these things, they do rent to own on all that stuff too. They do rent to own and all that stuff too. So you can get all of that stuff around your property now for your babies, your offsprings, your grandbabies, your grand offsprings, all this type of stuff, guys. The opportunities out here.
I would walk further, but I got these high heels on. These babies are barking. Oh, Audrey, this is a new one. They didn't have this last time. Here's a smaller one, you guys. I like that one. Okay. This is cute. Is that not adorable? Look at the front. You could definitely turn this into a house. Shoot, you can buy one of these and get a couple for your kids and put on the property.
Or if you're into selling like Airbnbs.
Yeah.
So nice small little thing you can deck out.
I wonder why they have a blanket right there. Oh yeah, very spacious. Let's see, you guys. Look at this. Bam.
My car costs that.
Yeah, my daughter's car costs that much. In this way, you can have a home and build it out as you go, you guys. A 16 by 24, and it seems bigger than a 16 by 24 to me, because you have this back part. Let's open it up. Protect me, Jesus. I don't know what's done. Okay. Yeah, look, your bedroom could be back here. Anything. But I love it. And I'm sure you can get it without the garage door. Have your windows up there. Gorgeous. Okay, let's say that $22,000 is out of your price range. Look at this cute little tiny home. That is so adorable. So adorable. Plant you some nice flowers out in the yard. Get you some nice trees to go on the side. I mean, you just have to have the vision, you guys. Has a little planter box. Knock, knock. Come on in. Oh, look. Oh, look, Audrey. You can get these like already done with the electrical box and everything. You guys, this is amazing. So I don't know what kind of hoarding this is. Look at that. So I'm sure you can get it with this. Let me brighten my camera up a little bit. Yeah. So it comes with an electrical package. And then look at the ceiling. Isn't that gorgeous? With your hand lighting? Yeah. Come on now. Come on. Let's.
Where are you gonna buy a house for $14,000? Where? Where are you gonna buy a brand new house for $14,000? Brand new. This thing probably they make you put down about $500, $600, $700, $800 down, and you probably paying about $500, $600 a month. Telling you guys, get with it. No credit check on these things, by the way.
Go. That's amazing. Some of y'all spend that on a car that goes down in value. Get you a house. Get you a house. Even if the bathroom won't fit here, get you an outhouse that you can put outside. I mean, our ancestors have lived that way for plenty of years. Time to get back primitive, you guys. I mean, but you don't have to if you don't want to. But anyways, I can see this being just like a little studio. Put your bed in here, put you a little small refrigerator in here, a camper cooktop. You can have your bed up there, like a little small mattress, and on this side, because it has two of them. That could be storage. Go here. Come on now. Okay, since my feet are barking, here's one right here. I'm gonna speed this up. I don't want the video to be too long because then it'll take it forever to upload. And ain't nobody got time for that. Okay, so that is cute, and I want to go in it. So here's the outside. Okay. Cute, super cute. Oh, I like this. I like it. Open. It doesn't have a loft, but you don't need one if you don't want one. And you guys, this one is, that one just seems so much higher than all. I mean, to get in, $22,463 for a 20 by 24.
Now you see that coming off? See, this reveals a new layer of skin. I gotta make sure my face.
This seems very spacious, especially like for one person. Mm-hmm. Huh?
Shouldn't we get a garage for our cars?
Yeah, in due time. But since we're not taking out loans for anything, we're going to try not to, you guys. It's going to be a slow process, but it's going to get done with the help of the Lord. They have the cutest little tiny homes. Well, sheds, I call them tiny homes, that has dormers. How cute is that? How cute? Look at that. Look at it. Look at this one. I love this color. Let's see how much this tiny one is. Now, this is pretty small. Super cute with a porch. $15,523. The place I'm at is Shed Builder. This is not sponsored, but I love their sheds so much they don't have to pay me. I mean, I just want to help you guys out, you know? So if you are in Ohio, I'm sure they could ship too. Who knows? But anyways, they even have ones this small. See, you can order one just like this and have it as your bathroom. Build it out as a bathroom. So buy like something that's this size, that size for all the living quarters, and then you have this outside as a restroom and you can glam it up. You can get it without these shelves. I'm telling you, just have a vision, you guys. This smaller one is what? $4,456.
Where are you gonna get a house? 4,000. This is crazy. And one like this, trust me, probably about $100 down, $200 down, and about $150 a month. $150 a month. All right.
Bam. enjoyed this video and the tour of these little tiny homes, well, sheds that you could make tiny homes, stay tuned. I hope that you guys would subscribe so that you can follow the channel and see our progress on our property and everything that we're doing out there. I'm going to let you know now that we are also planning something else on the, but I'll share. I can't talk. I'll save that for the next video, and it's pretty cool. So subscribe and turn on your notifications so that you don't miss our up and coming video. All right, bye you guys. Bye. Love you. Remember, Jesus loves you.
Kia, movement that inspires.
People are very surprised by the fact that this tiny house is less than 300 square feet, yet I have everything that I need. I do not see myself getting rid of this property anytime soon. This tiny house is definitely like a baby to me. Hi, welcome to my tiny house in Atlanta, Georgia. My name is Precious Price. I am 26 years old and I live in Atlanta, Georgia. I built a tiny house in my backyard for about $35,000. I decided to build this tiny home because my house, my 3-bedroom, 2.5-bathroom house, felt too large for me. After looking in the backyard, realizing that, hey, if I put a tiny house back there, I'll be able to move in and then I can fully rent this house out. I purchased this property that the tiny house sits behind in October of 2019, and the purchase price for this home was $196,000. I was renting the primary structure full time because I was working as a consultant and traveling during the week. So I had the flexibility to rent it out at least Monday through Fridays. So the initial plan for the tiny house was in the middle of the global pandemic. So I actually did have a good amount of money saved. I was already doing short-term rentals within my primary home for about 6 months. Once we were able to get started with the build and I was able to begin renting out the home again, I pretty much just used those funds or those earnings from Airbnb to then go toward this structure and finishing it. When I started building the tiny house, how I financed it was through my own credit cards in addition to cashing out a few of the stocks that I had from my 9-to-5. So my budget for building the tiny house was about $25,000. By the time we finished, we were over budget $10,000 and spent total $35,000 on the tiny house. As the initial contractors were kind of getting through their work, I could slightly tell that some things were being done wrong, but because I was not familiar with this process or I had never gone through anything like this, I let it go on a little further than it needed to, and that is why we lost a little bit of money in the beginning. In addition to that, I would say another major mistake was actually how we were purchasing materials. I purchased a lot up front, including some wood for handmade cabinets that you can probably clearly see we did not do handmade cabinets at all, and that was a mistake and a cost on my end. Originally, the tiny house was for me, but after going through the build process, being over budget, behind schedule, we immediately ended up deciding to rent it on Airbnb just to recoup some of those costs pretty quickly. First year we did short-term rentals. The second year we did long-term rentals. And now I've decided to move into the tiny house myself just to experience some tiny living in addition to saving some cash as well. If I was to describe my tiny home for someone who has never been here, I would literally just describe it as a studio apartment. So immediately when you come in, you are now in the dining/living room. I would describe the tiny house as very light, airy, open. I made sure to add a ton of windows just to open the space up, and even more so, actually adding in mirrors as well to really make it feel larger. So the blues kind of gives like a cool feel, but also again just opens up the space so that you don't feel like you're just in a shed. You actually feel like you're in a house. I love this little breakfast nook area. It's usually where I'm grabbing drinks. Once you come around here and through, you are then in the kitchen. The kitchen is honestly my favorite part of the house because a lot of people are really surprised that there is, for the most part, a full-size fridge. We have an induction cooktop within the kitchen, in addition to a full-size sink. And then there's a ton of counter space. At least for me, it's a pretty good amount. Right across from the kitchen is where I have the bathroom that then slides closed and open for the barn door, which honestly creates a really cool space as well. So when we step into the bathroom, we're immediately met with these glass shower doors. It was imperative for me to put glass doors here just because it opens up the space. You're able to see through and it doesn't feel as small. There's a full shower, which is honestly perfect, and a little window as well, just because, again, every single space must have windows to just make it feel bigger. And then coming around, just adding more shelf space as well, just so that I can store even more. And of course, once you turn around from that bathroom, you then see the library ladder, which leads up to the loft. One thing that I don't particularly enjoy about the tiny home is the clearance within the loft. All you can really do up there is lay down and sleep. I would love it if there was a little more clearance and a little more space for me, at least to sit upright and maybe have a little bookshelf up there as well. So it's pretty spacious, honestly. The folks in the primary home totally have privacy from the people in the tiny house. There's actually even a separate trail or entrance on the other side of the house that folks who are renting the tiny home can then use to access the house. So they totally actually don't even interact for the most part, outside of if they want to share the fire pit access in the backyard. I do have a mortgage on this home currently, and the price that I pay per month for that mortgage is about $1,200. With renting the home out how I am now, the renters or the tenants actually pay that mortgage cost and then some. So the main house, it's a 3-bedroom, 2.5-bathroom home that I rent out as separate suites. So 3 separate suites. Each suite costs anywhere between about $850 to $1,000 per month, depending on whether or not there is a private bathroom or a shared bathroom. So now being in the tiny house myself, in addition to saving costs, which was a major driver for me moving back here, the other piece was actually getting ready to start the next project or build that I'd like to do on this lot. I do have the option to extend the livable space that I have within the primary home. So at that point, we would have the primary house, the attached guest suite, and then, of course, this tiny house that sits in the backyard. Honestly, putting a structure in your backyard provides a ton of options, whether it's actual rental income like I've been able to do, or even, again, just like a secondary structure that you may be able to live out of yourself and then rent your primary home. In addition to just the options I'm super excited that it's going to create for my family long term in terms of maybe some multi-generational living down the line.
I'm Mark Brooks.
And I'm John Monroe, and we're the partners of Coney Bell Tiny Home Village. We're located in beautiful Mills River, kind of in between Asheville, Brevard, and Hendersonville, North Carolina.
We are a tiny home community on 58 acres right beside the Pisgah National Forest. We've been here since 2017.
My name is Ashley. I've been living here for almost 2 years now. And what I love about a Coney Bell is how cool everybody is in the community. Like, I don't think I've ever lived in a place where I've known my neighbors so well and have befriended them and like talked to them, and it's just it's a close-knit community, and everybody has like an interesting story and an interesting house, and some people have built their houses, and so I've really enjoyed getting to know the people here, and also being able to provide a service to people in the community, because I make vegan meals for people, and I also do dog walking, and so that's allowed me to get to know my neighbors even more.
So as you guys can see, you can build your own tiny house community on your land, and we can choose land that will allow us to do so.
I'm not vegan yet. They're trying to convert me. It's not happening. I am going to be a carnivore. As long as there's maple wood bacon, I will eat meat. I am Regina Osborne, and I live here at a Coney Bell, and I've been here for 2 years. You don't have to lock your doors here. I don't advise not locking your doors, but you really don't. It really is a beautiful place to live. It's safe, it's clean, and you can do what you want with your little area. You know, he just wants you to keep it clean and keep it neat. And everybody's house has a personality.
First of all, the most important thing about the layout is spaces between homes. That is absolutely incredible. Just to have that space to do what you need. Tiny living is about living outside. Decks, chairs, horseshoe pits, fire pits. Everybody puts their own little twist on their little area. You know, we've got a couple homes that have decks on top of them. So I think that's the number one important thing. Second of all is trying to not make everything look like Marine barracks. You know, you don't want that straight lined up. We try to put a skew on the homes to kind of break them up so it doesn't look like home after home after home. But these homes are all different builders, and so that creates to the eclecticity of the village. And it just makes it really cute and a great place to be because of that. We do try to have landscaping between all the homes. You can see them today. Another thing that a lot of people don't understand, we're flat, but we really aren't. And you'll see all through the place what we call dry riverbed creeks. Right now they're dry, but after a good 3-inch Mills River storm, they'll be full. But it moves the water on out, and that helps keep the area nice, drained, and beautiful.
Now for a brief message from our sponsor, Merge Gardens. You know, I can be one heck of a busy bee. Bzz. Being a filmmaker, I'm buzzing around all of the time, but I always try and find time to unwind, and Merge Gardens helps me do that. Merge Gardens is a combination of Merge and Match 3 puzzle games. Tend your mysterious garden and play fun puzzle levels. Are you a weirdo like me who play?
Homes and the community and connections, and I think it's really special.
I'm an engineer, a civil engineer, and we do a lot of residential type stuff and the house developments, do a lot of RV parks and mobile home parks and things like that. But as an engineer, we just do the land side. We don't do anything with buildings or anything. It's just the grading, water, sewer, stormwater, that paving and that kind of stuff. I've done it for 20-some years, 25 years. It was about 2015 when I probably contacted you about it. And John was in real estate. I said,
Doing property management at that point.
Yeah, I said, man, we need to find some acreage. And it was John's idea. He said, man, why don't you think about tiny?
As you all see, the tiny home is officially drywalled, mudded. We're gonna go back and sand it one more good time. I put some paper blinds on there for temporary, just based off of the fact that I have nosy neighbors. But my land sits back so far, so really nobody can really see it. But you just don't want anybody in here. I just picked up these cabinets for a sweet deal. You all wouldn't believe it. But again, everything is drywall. I will drywall that up there. Just that was easy. That's the last.
Anyhow, you guys get the idea. This is another favorite YouTuber of mine, Russia.
Introducing New Starry Lemon Lime Soda.
Hey fam, so today we're doing a tiny house tour.
Tiny house tour here in Ohio. Could you live here? This is 450 square feet of living space. Beautiful interior design. California casual is what it's called. Kitchen space, and then the first spot is the living room. Those alder French doors are beautiful. You walk back here, and this is your bedroom. The bathroom is located through that sliding door right there. Tiny house tour.
Who's still up with me? Who's resting and who's still up?
So let me tell you something, it's actually not a house. I know it looks like a house, right? But it's actually a shed. And my brain gets creative when I see things and I start to think of how could I turn this into a house? And I really feel like this could be used as one. So let's go in. I'm going to tour this one and several others so that you guys get an idea of what can be done. We know the housing market is crazy now, so we always have to be thinking outside the box. And I really feel like this could be one for something that we can consider to turn into a house if needed. So let's go inside. So as I mentioned before, this is a shed. It's not a house, but it can be considered a tiny house. Just look at it. In Jamaica, where I'm from, this is the size of some people's houses. So now that I'm in the US and I'm seeing these, I'm like, you guys have this as a shed, but it can be so much more. They have this section right here, which could be considered a patio area. Even if it's going to be used as just a shed, it's still a patio. If it's not, and you turn it into a tiny home, you could very well put 2 chairs and a table and sit on the outside, kind of cool. I love the fact that they have windows on both sides for lighting on the inside. And just come in. Let's just show you how big the space is. Can you believe this is a shed? This could easily be a house. This area, you could stage it with a couch or 2 chairs or something as you enter to just welcome those that are coming in. And then as you come around here and you turn the corner, this could be your formal living room area. So a much bigger couch, a TV console in the corner over there. Or if you want to turn it this way, the TV console could go on that wall and a couch here. Small, tiny. Remember, it's a tiny house. But I just love the fact that there's space, and I love the fact that there's so many windows, so it brings in the light. There's a window here. There's a window over here. And then there are 2 windows here. It is fully framed out with 2x4 boards, and it is wired for electricity. There are plugs all around.
Do you think queen size bed can fit in this area right here?
I don't think so, because I think it would obstruct the door. A queen size bed is usually 80 inches by 60 inches. And let me do a quick measure on the iPhone here. So from
from here to the door jamb is 6 feet 6 inches. So that's 612, 72 plus 6, that's 78. So that'd be the 80 across.
No, the 80 would be the long way.
So that's 60, so that's 72. Okay, you're right. So that's 60 here, 80 come here. I guess it could fit. 60, let me tell you where 60 stop. 5 feet would be here. So
It would be tight.
it would be very tight to fit a queen bed. You'd literally be like walking in the bed when you come in. So you could do 80 down and so I want to put it here. Instead, if I were to do this, I'd put it around here. Let's turn this way. Like this way. And then the 5 feet would be here. So let's see how far 80 is though. 80. 12, 8 is 96, so that's too much. It is about 7 feet and something. So the door from the wall to the tip of the door is 7 feet 2 inches, which is 12 sevens, 84. That's still more, so it would have probably about here. So a queen bed could fit here. You just have to keep the door around here. Or what I do if I'm doing the bed, then do a twin bed, because it's a little smaller than a queen.
Right.
But you get the point that there are many ways
You can make it work.
to make this work. And then as we go around the corner, which is a work shed, so they have workspace set up. But this could easily be converted into a kitchen countertop, and you won't even need all this space for a kitchen countertop with a tiny space, a tiny house. The only thing with this is that there's no bathroom in it, so you would either build out a shower here, which is very possible, or over here and take away some of this space and then just have the kitchen there. But it's easily workable, easily. They do have a back door here. Okay, I'm not gonna try to open it, but it's a door. So there's access. There are two accesses. What's the plural of access? 2 ways to enter and exit the house. And then of course there are windows around here again to let in all this light, so that it doesn't feel as small and as claustrophobic as you'd think it is. If you look up in the ceiling, they have installed the light, there's a light there, so that could be changed into whatever you want. But I just think there's just so much potential in these sheds. And just imagine that these sheds are used for workspaces in someone's backyard, which is good. But it could be a little bit more than that. Even for those that are looking to get in to have some kind of additional income, as long as it's permitted in your state, it could be an Airbnb unit. Think about it. But I think it's very cool, and let's go and look at another one. Alright? So let's go. So look at this one. This one is definitely more barn style, And I love the blue and white color that they chose. So yes, it looks barn style, but it's like a modern barn. You twist the lock, and there's this chain, real barn style, chain, and you get it. OMG, this is hot, but it's a lot of space.
So this one doesn't have a lot of windows, which is why it's a lot hotter when you walk in.
Definitely. There are only 2 windows from left to right, and then there are 2 very tiny ceiling windows up top. So yeah, and it's been closed up, so I can understand why it's hot. But just to look at this, if you were to convert this into If you were to convert this into a tiny home, you have like a shelf up top. This could be considered like a loft style barn. You know, you could put a staircase that leads up to this, which should be the bed up top. And then they have two, because they have it on the left side and the right side, so it could be two beds. And then down here would be your living room space or your workable space, your home office or whatever it is. But I mean, the possibilities are endless for this. I mean, my brains just keep going at the things that could be done with this, besides just being a barn for your backyard or a work shed, something like that. There's just so much that could be done. Just look at this one. This one is cute, and it has a much wider patio area. So, you know, chairs and tables over there and chairs and tables over there. Your plants stand over here, and there are windows again, just like the one we saw first. So I know it's not going to be as hot as the last one we saw. And this has a lot of space too, so you guys need to come inside. Woo! I'm so excited just looking at this big space. As you can see, it's not partitioned like the first one that we saw, but the space is more open now. What they did add is the shelving up here, which I did mention in the second one we saw, that it could be used as a bed area. And then down here be workable space. It also has a back door, which is good. And if you notice, something I just noticed, that it has breaker panels on the inside. Because, as you know, I mentioned, it's wired for electricity. This is awesome. Just look at the spacing. And then if you look to this side, you can see there's space where you could store things, unless you want to put another bed. But there's space up top for storage. It is, again, it's framed with the 2x4 boards. It's just so much that can be done that it just gets me so excited.
And as you can see, there's a lot of wall plugs in these units.
Yeah.
For any kind of electrical, anything you might need to plug up. And I'm pretty sure since there's a breaker in here that you can install more plugins.
Yeah.
With inflation and all that kind of stuff, this is just an additional way to make extra funds. If you get one of these units, and if you already have a backyard, all you have to do is throw it in your backyard and throw it on Airbnb or VRBO or any one of those rental platforms.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Let's look at another one real quick. Alright guys, so look at this one. This one is super cool. This one has an area for you to roll on. This one is accessible to disabled people, or even accessible to for lawnmowers or to drive a car on. Maybe not so much a car, because maybe the car is a little heavy, but you know, anything that has a wheel that you can roll on, you roll it all the way up and you come into this space. And here would be the main door. So
and you know, Russian,
this is the back door. Tell me.
You could, if you were to get a unit like this or create one like this,
yeah.
While you have this sitting down here, this could much well be a patio that you can use it for, put chairs, a little table that you can have your drinks on and just sit down outside and relax.
That's a good
while
idea.
You put a sliding door at the opening right here.
Ooh, I like the sound of that. Yes, because you see, there is a main door here. So it's not like that is the only door. So I like the sound of that. And as you can see, there's space, there are windows. And what I like about the windows is that they have the mosquito nets in them, because you know who likes mosquitoes and flies. I don't. So that's good. And the space, let me just measure this real quick just to give you an idea of what the spacing is like. Okay, so
down from corner to corner. This is a little bit over 19 feet, so 19 feet and about 3 inches. And then from here all the way over is 9 feet and 5 inches. So 19 by 9.
Definitely looks bigger than a 20-foot container, at least from the inside.
Well, it looks bigger, but it's not, because 20 foot is 20 foot. 20 feet, this is 19. However, it's 20 by 8, and this is 19 by 9. So you take a foot from that end, put it on this end, so the same, I think. And you guys, if you've been watching my channel, you would have seen where I converted a 20-foot container, shipping container, into a house. So you know it's very possible to do it here, because that house has a bedroom, a bathroom, a kitchen, closet, everything. A real full-on tiny house. So this could definitely do the same. And the added part about this is that it has this section where it opens up and it rolls out. My 20-foot shipping container doesn't do that. So there's even a lot more things, a lot more possibilities with this. So guys, you have to just get creative in this time where prices are high, everything going up, and the world just all over the place. It's important for us to get creative and to find different ways to diversify our income streams, because that's what it's about these days. We can't be living off one salary anymore or one income anymore. We have to find ways, and I think this is a good investment opportunity for short-term rentals, or if you need a space to work out of, like a work from home, to do an additional job that will get you additional income. You know what I mean? Well, anyways, guys, that's it for the tour of these potential tiny homes today. I want to thank you so much for watching. I hope you're inspired. I hope you learned something from this video. And I hope you get out and get creative and do something to make some more money, because that's what we're all about. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
Guess who's got another tiny home? Let's check this one out. So here's the front door, and you immediately walk into the living room. Next to the living room, we have a little dining setup with a nice window, and above the living room, we have a loft. Up here, you can fit a double mattress, and you got a view of the outside. Back downstairs, you'll find the kitchen. Here, you got plenty of prep space, big farmhouse-style sink, nice window, induction stovetop, Furrion overhead fan. Of course, below, you have lots of storage space. And you also have this massive pantry. Next to the pantry, we have our microwave and a small fridge. Past the kitchen is the bathroom. In here, we have prep for washer and dryer, a nice little folding table. To our right is a large fiberglass shower. Turning around, we have a vanity, mirror, storage, and a porcelain toilet. Last but not least is the second loft. Let's check it out. Up here, you can fit a queen or a king bed, and you have storage at the foot of the bed. Let me know in the comments what you think about this tiny home. Guess who's got another time? Let's get it.
I think that might be all the little videos I could show you guys.
The best purchase we've ever made. We gotta, because we're slanted, we had to do this to the bottom. We're gonna put some stuff in there, some, what do you call it, a lattice to make it pretty. Yeah, I guess some steps. Man, I'm gonna tell you, this is, look, upstairs, this is where all my bottles are stored for my business. I gotta fill up some body butter, but here's, you can't even see, oh my gosh. But here's my jars for my body butter. Yeah, I gotta take some of these down and fill them up.
So as you guys could see, this is pretty much the future.
Tribe, we got it first. This is a shed tiny home. Could you rough it? Could you live in a shed? Let's find out. Guys, that's the back right there. This is tiny, tiny. Yet, very, very unique, guys. Shower, toilet, beautiful loft bed. Check out that woodwork. Kitchen, you had a fridge. The countertops are gorgeous. Even the view. Could you rough it? Tribe, we got it first. This is a shed tiny home. Could you rough it? Could you live in a shed? Let's find out.
That's actually on the same size that I have, 8 by 12. And they have these too.
We're here in Cedar City, Utah. We built these 3 Airbnb tiny homes. There's a 45-foot 1-bedroom shipping container home, a small micro tiny home, and an A-frame tiny cabin. All the interiors are super cute and cozy. We also wanted them to have a really cool modern feel. If you'd like to stay in any of them, you can check out our most recent story for a link to the Airbnb listings.
All right, Tribe, when I talk about those backyard Airbnbs, this is exactly what I mean. A little escape, a little oasis, a she shed, a man cave. Could you rough it? Mother-in-law suite, check it out. Bathroom, beautiful. The details are beautiful. That's the shower. Beautifully well done. I love it. All right, Tribe.
So as you guys could see, these things are incredibly tiny, but look how beautiful. What's this, a luxurious tiny?
This is a luxury treehouse with the coolest outdoor deck feature. This is a luxury treehouse.
Wow. I mean, people really get. Look at this one.
Someone asks me how much I've spent on my setup. Estimation of somewhere between 700 billion and $1,300,000,000,000,000,000. Someone asks me how much I've spent on my setup. Estimation of somewhere between 700 billion and $1,300,000,000,000.
This is all blow up furniture. This is a tent, and it's all blow up furniture, a blow up chair, a blow up bed, a blow up jacuzzi. I'm telling you, it's people are being really creative, guys. This is amazing. I love this. It's probably my favorite.
Someone asks me how much I've spent on my setup. Estimation of somewhere between 700 billion and $1,300,000,000,000,000.
Wow. I gotta make sure I'm subscribed.
Someone asks me how much I've spent on my setup. Estimation of somewhere between.
I mean, this stuff is amazing. A 153 square feet tiny home tour. Airbnb.
So we're out here in Atlanta, Georgia, shooting several tiny houses, as well as going to a tiny house festival this weekend. But for the last few nights, we've been staying in this incredible 18-foot tiny house on wheels, which is set up accessory dwelling unit here in the middle of Atlanta in the old Fourth Ward. So let's go check it out. Alright guys, so welcome to the inside of this Nordic tiny house. As I was saying earlier, this tiny house is built on an 18-foot trailer, so it measures 18 feet in length by 8.5 feet in width, giving us a square footage of 153 square feet. And we do have a loft upstairs that will give you some additional sleeping space, but this house is essentially 153 square feet in all its glory. But what definitely make it feel a lot larger than it is are these big windows, this picture window behind the living area, and this other window just in front of the desk, the full light door, and the two skylights above that bring in tons of natural light at all times of the day. And in addition, the private space, the fenced-in backyard that you have access to during your stay here definitely expands that living space outside. There's a little deck out there. There are two chairs out there. So being able to go out there and enjoy a cup of coffee, or go out there and read a book, or just going out there to enjoy some sunlight and fresh air definitely make this 18-foot tiny house feel a lot larger than it really is. So the first thing you'll probably notice when you walk in, which was the first thing that I noticed when I walked in, is all of the wood surrounding the walls, the ceiling, the barn door, a lot of the furniture. So it definitely gives you more of a Scandinavian feel in its design. And what works really well, in my opinion, is that they actually put a little bit of a whitewash stain on the wood. So even though we still have that natural wood look, it definitely bounces a little bit more light off the wood and makes the space a lot brighter when you're in here with that natural light pouring in through these massive windows. So it definitely, even though you get that cabin vibe, it doesn't feel as dark as a lot of cabins feel, which is definitely a really, really good thing. So when you first walk into this little Nordic tiny house, the first thing you'll see is this beautiful little kitchen directly in front of you. On the right-hand side, we have an apartment-sized fridge, which is definitely more than enough spacing you'll need for a week-long stay, a weekend stay. Just left of the fridge, we have a small little sink, which is just large enough to clean a handful of dishes and should be just fine for your stay here. Left of that, we have a little bit of countertop space with a Keurig and a 2-burner induction cooktop. They provide all the pots, pans, silverware, plates, mugs, everything, you name it, everything that you would need to cook full meals here. And best of all, my absolute favorite, and one thing I will not stop letting you guys know of about these tiny houses and these tiny spaces to stay in, is that they actually provide pour over coffee, local coffee with whole beans that you guys can grind here and make your own pour over coffee here, which is just an excellent way to start my day every morning. Definitely don't be fooled by the size of this house and this kitchen. It definitely packs a strong punch. If you're interested in cooking here, then you have the option to do so. If you just need a microwave to heat things up, then you have that option too. And best of all, we're right in the heart of the old 4th Ward neighborhood. We're walking distance to Ponce City Market. We're within a mile of Krog Street Market, and the Beltline is just a couple blocks away. So you have access to some of Atlanta's best restaurants, breweries, tons of places to eat, and things to do, things to see. So this is definitely a great place to be based in, and you definitely won't have a shortage of places to eat or places to shop for groceries to cook here. Moving on to that side of the house, we have the little living room or living area. We have a nice, comfortable 3-person couch on that side with a mounted TV with Netflix, any sort of streaming services that you guys should need. We have that here. And then probably my favorite part of this little tiny house is this little desk space on this side of the house with this beautiful view of the little backyard and the garden area here. It's a great place to read a book, have a cup of coffee, have your breakfast, maybe even do some work if you need to during your stay here. Next, directly above us, we have the bedroom loft, and that is accessible via this ladder right here that you actually move. You put it on these hooks connected to this bar that's connected to the loft. When you don't need it anymore, then you can unhook it and put it back on this wall, giving you a little bit more of floor space here in the tiny house. If the ladder is set in and you leave it there, it definitely can get in the way of, walking through the kitchen and to the bathroom from the living room. So we basically, when we weren't sleeping, we took it off and just set it against the wall, which is much recommended. So that bedroom loft is definitely a bit of a tight squeeze up there, but it's very comfortable. It has a very comfortable bed. It even has a skylight up there, which brings in natural light when you wake up, which is, I think, a much better way to wake up than to the sound of an alarm. But other than that, a really comfortable bedroom loft and reminds me of home, definitely. Now, moving on to the very last part of the tour, we have the bathroom. And this bathroom is accessible via this barn door. So we slide that over, we get access to this bathroom. It's actually a pretty good size compared to the rest of the house. So this bathroom measures about 4 feet in depth and about 8 feet in width, which is actually about a foot deeper than my bathroom in my 20-foot tiny house on wheels that I live in full time. So just stepping in this space, the shower feels so much bigger. Definitely feels like you have a lot more space to kind of move around there, to use the restroom, to get ready, to put on your makeup or whatever you guys need to do there. Definitely feels like a lot of space and a really comfortable bathroom. On the right hand side, we have this beautiful shower with wood surrounding the walls and the ceiling, with a little rain shower head. It's a really comfortable shower. They have an electric hot water heater, so you'll have plenty of hot water when you guys stay here to take your hot showers. We have a little vanity in the middle of the bathroom, a little bit of storage underneath, and a little mirror up there. And then on the left hand side, we have a flushing toilet and a little bit of storage for the towels, Kleenex, paper towels, hand towels, makeup towels, whatever you guys will need. And then on the left hand side by the vanity, we actually have a long window, which they have frosted glass on there. So it brings in some light from that direction and still gives you that privacy that we all need in a bathroom. And that is pretty much it, guys. That is the tour of this little 18-foot Nordic tiny house on right here in the center of Atlanta. It's such a great spot. We're so close to so many great things to do here in the area. Like I said, we are located in the old 4th Ward. And this is set up as an accessory dwelling unit in the backyard of a single family house. We have a little private fenced in area that gives us a nice retreat to come back to with a dedicated parking spot, and definitely just gives you a lot of privacy and still gives you access to the city. We are within walking distance to a lot of great areas, a lot of great places to eat, a lot of great places to walk around. So definitely, if you guys are coming into Atlanta and want a nice little retreat, but still have access to the city, then this is absolutely the place to try to book. I will leave the Airbnb listing in the description below so you guys can come check this place out. I really do recommend it, especially because this is going to give you that a tiny house on wheels feeling.
That was a really nice one, right? Somebody said if there's any land in Texas, there's a lot of land in Texas. I'm actually trying to buy up Texas right now because I don't know if you know, but Texas is actually its own country because Texas is not part of the union by vote. It's part of the union by a treaty, and Texas basically make their own choice to renew their treaty every year. So I'm trying to buy up Texas as much as possible. Hey, what's up, Amber? Yeah, that was a nice one. Um, any other questions? Any other questions? So let's see what else we got. Um, I'm just up at this point, guys, just going through these videos.
Google Ads helps you turn curiosity into customers who are interested in what your business has to offer. Now you can reach people based on what matters most to them at just the right moment. Google Ads. Turn curiosity into customers. Visit ads.google.com to learn more.
I love this one. I think I saw it before because it's really rustic, really simple. They use reclaimed materials.
Hey, what's up, Deke? RelaxJax.com. We are in Creedmoor, North Carolina. I had to think about that for a second. En route to the Tiny House North Carolina Street Festival. And we got here, flew into Raleigh, me and the crew, a night early as we get ready to do a hands-on workshop. Lots of hands-on workshops, Diedrichson Brothers style on the way. But that's besides the point. This is a one-take tour of a tiny house also on the property of a cool garage conversion that we stayed in last night. And what I particularly love about this place, I'll show you right from the start, from the get-go, is this right here. This is a very tiny, like shed conversion to a tiny house. There's a copper sink, but check this out. One of the more inventive tiny house sinks I have seen. Creative. A lot of repurposed furniture in here with some modern touches as well. For instance, the exposed silverware and utensils storage. An island counter over here for cooking, all in this small space, which is great. This Magic Chef vintage fridge is just great. It's a new model, but made to look old. One thing I love, you guys, if you follow my channel before, you know that I'm a big fan of just scavenging, salvage, reusing. Cool table made from almost a serving tray here. Some wing-back chairs bought. Tying sticks or the rods that would hang to back. The fixture with Edison bulbs, let's see if it focuses properly, is kind of incredible in its sparseness. Up here you get a peek at some more of the doors they built into the ceiling. It's the running theme there. A very sturdy sliding ladder to ascend up to the loft. They self-milled the floor planks here. I want to make sure I'm not missing anything else. I'll pull back here so you can see the full scope of this. This is kind of their seating area for the studio for filming. Old British style Victorian couch. Stephen Harrell's out here with us, and he kind of said, I can almost envision a bunch of old British ladies gossiping and drinking tea there. It smells great in here because there's new pine on the walls. I haven't actually looked up in the loft yet. Let's see. Yeah, this, I believe, slides or pivots at least. I'm not going to do it while I'm on it. Up here, full-size mattress. Another great stained glass window and some ample space for storage. I love the, and I don't mean this in a bad way, like the roughness and hokiness of some of the ceiling work. For instance, this right here, where's my finger? There it is. It's an old shelf, wall shelf, and there's the curve in the end of it that they left. You can see all the nail marks and some of the collar ties and boards. There's an outlet here in the ceiling, I'm noticing. And these really neat double wide barn doors as well. And again, the coolest part in it, like I said, is that sink. So just wanted to share with you guys. One take tour again. I'm your host, Deke. Airbnb.com. Like I said in the description, check it out below. Check out some of our future workshops that are upcoming and our travels. I got a new book called Micro Living coming out soon. Check.
Introducing the electric drill shears attachment cutter Nibbler, the must-have tool for every DIY.
So our brand new tiny house feature film is up for rent on Amazon.com right now. And at the end of this film, we'll talk that others could enjoy. And on a very extreme budget, that's exactly what I did. And I can share that with you right now. So my sketches initially called for this to almost resemble by the borderline of the mulch, like an island, a play island. So when kids cross this little threshold, they could pretend or feel as if they were in some other world, complete with a fake campfire ring, some built-in benches, some wind chimes to add a little.
Hey y'all, welcome back. On today's video, I'm going to tell you why the NACA program did not.
I don't know if y'all heard about the NACA program, where it doesn't matter your credit situation, as long as you have 2 years income and your bank statements, they'll basically finance for you 100%, no money down. Let's hear what she's talking about.
Not work out for me. Now, I have nothing against the NACA program. Actually, no product out there like it. There's no home buying product or program out there like it. And they do offer a lot of great benefits, but there are a lot of cons that comes with dealing with these home buying programs. So number one, I started doing the NACA program when I was a financial counselor in New York City. So people would call 311 and they would get me or 3 other people if they lived in Brooklyn, right? And that is a lot of people to manage. And I would set up an appointment and do financial counseling with them. So I would do a budget, I would go over their credit, I would go over their debt, I would go.
That was beautiful. Wow.
I'll go over, things that they need to do to improve their personal finances. So you would think that if a person has to do that as their daily job for the city, that they are top tier with.
Wow, that's amazing. And I think that's a shower area, yeah, bathroom area. That's a nice one.
Here with their finances, which I indeed was. My finances were squeaky clean, okay? Never had a late payment on my credit history, never had, bad loans, never had any problems with credit. My income wasn't the best, but always had a job, which is what you need when you're going to buy a home. You need at least 2 years of employment history. So my finances were good. NACA, for whatever reason, they have a lot of rules that you need to follow. So you need to prove to them that you are home buying worthy and that you can go on to the next process, right? So
Not in a- Oh my God! Excuse me, guys. My fingers keep touching the button. Wow. And that's another company. Okay, let's check out. Actually, Premiere. Let's check out. Oh shoot. Let's check out Premiere. That's another company that um. Let's see here. Premiere. Where is Google? God, these cell phones. There it is. Oh boy. Probably I put rent on. Rent to own, not rental. Rent to own. Okay. This company here, Premier Buildings. This is another pretty good company. And they're pretty much all over the United States. Let's see, pricing. US option. Your doors, you can have, look at this nice door. Look at this door. For each window, $105, $80. Garage door. You choose your color. So this the website here. One of the websites that you would go on to order your building. This is one of the companies here. There's a lot of them. Let me see. Home, building models, design your own. So building model. You see, guys, they have all these different ones. I like the loft. I always like the loft designs because with the lofts, you can do a lot more with them. You can have an upstairs and all that good stuff. Trying to get to the price so you guys could see. It looked like they changed a lot of stuff and it looked like they changing their prices because now it looked like they're not even listing their prices, like as far as the cabins and stuff. Because I think their prices are going up and down every day, depending on the market. But anyhow, that's another company here, and they're all over, as you can see. They're all over the east and the mid states. They're everywhere. There's a lot of these companies. But anyhow, guys, last chance for any questions. I'm gonna call it a night. I'm gonna call it a night. Hang on. All right, guys. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Peace.